Mulholland Drive is probably the most acclaimed film of the new millennium. When you look at Sight and Sound, when you look at Time Magazine, when you look at a whole bunch of different things, yeah, Mulholland Drive is really near the top of everything. It did receive critical acclaim when it came out, but not a whole lot of people were calling it, like the best of 2001. Not a lot of people were calling it the best of the entire decade, but time has been extra kind to it, because now people are calling it the best of 2001. Now people are calling it the best of the decade. Well, probably the best of the decade. It's directed by David Lynch, and it is... Would it be my favorite David Lynch film? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. To me, David Lynch's best films are Mulholland Drive, of course, The Elephant Man, and The Straight Story. So it's one of those films where you may have to see more than once to fully digest, just because yes, it is a mighty fine film. It's a lot of fun, but not everything is going to add up among first viewing. It's just one of those films, and there's really nothing wrong with that. So what if you have to see a movie more than once to fully digest? Part of the fun is watching it multiple times. Part of the fun is figuring things out. It's like a jigsaw puzzle that you're just going to love through and through. So the movie deals with this woman named Betty, who's played wonderfully by Naomi Watts, and she moves to Los Angeles from Deep River, Ontario, Canada, which is roughly an hour from where I live. So that's pretty cool. Deep River? I live an hour away from Deep River, so that was cool stuff. She heads to Los Angeles in hopes of being a famous actress. But when she arrives at her apartment that she's staying at, there's a mysterious woman there who's an amnesiac. And her amnesia is so bad that she doesn't even know her own name. So when Betty's there, she tries to help this woman figure out who she is, and she tries to go on some auditions, and so she's having a fun time trying to play detective, figure out who this woman is, and she's trying to really make the best of her time in Los Angeles with her auditions and stuff. And there's this other the subplot of the film is Justin Theroux, who's this famous film director, and he has some marital issues, and he's being really pushed into casting this other woman in his film, even though there's a whole bunch of big named actresses that also want the part. He wants one of those big named actresses, but he's being pushed to cast this other woman. So I don't want to give too much away, but the whole idea of the film, like when we find out what the entire film really is, it's really not that hard to figure out. But when you figure out how the different ends of the film connect to one another, and how everything comes into fruition, when you find out how everything really gels, it's a lot of fun. And the whole idea of dreams and everything, this movie it's not like Inception in terms of its dreams and stuff, but it's still it's different, put it that way. And it's different enough where you may find a little bit of more hypnotic spell to this one. And so that's some good stuff there. I think that in the case of Mulholland Drive, a couple of scenes went on a little bit too long, but it's ultimately how gratifying the entire experience of the film was that really had me happy with this one. I really enjoyed Mulholland Drive, and even though I don't quite think that it's like the best of the new millennium, I do think that this is probably David Lynch's best film. So I feel like giving Mulholland Drive from 2001 4 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.